How laggy is it? It's not laggy at all. Okay. Welcome to the Grey Board. Some crazy shit is gonna go down. Yeah, it's ignorance, right? It's the most important problem. Is ignorance. Now I see it, right? Not caring for others. And this is why, like, just it stuck to me, like it fucking stuck. Like with super glue the word empathy once I started to understand what the fuck that means. But in a sense, understand what it means when I reached out to an old friend and he came back as basically being dead. How do you properly... Okay, that's a good skull, right? So he came back to me like... like he wanted to hurt me somehow, that I am bad, not he is bad. He didn't even question himself. I just, brings up the past events, what separated us, and I just saw that person that I hate, and I would never talk to ever again. So yeah, I've spent a lot of years getting some crazy shit, bad experiences with a person like this. So it's not that bad, but now it is. It's just unbelievable, impossible to talk with someone like this. But anyways, that day, which was yesterday, while I was working, I was chatting with him. After all of this was done, I got back home and I was drained out completely. But someone I like have helped me cheer me up. But not in a way you would think. It's just a conversation that we had over the internet, and that was enough. But at the same time, I can sense some problems, and it's basically the same problem. Like, by the time I stopped, or I finished the conversation with him, I felt some questions about this person as well, because the thing that separated us is the same person. So, yeah. But it's also a person that I can understand. Like, the people that the circle of friends that he had created in the past seemed to have very low ability to empathize, including me. But over time, as I focus on myself, as I clean myself up, and this is the process that has to happen, so in order to care more, you simply have to clean stuff up. It's so easy. And it seems like, oh man, it's like, no, it's not cleaning yourself, it's not that at all. It's not the same thing. Cleaning stuff is not cleaning yourself. It's not taking showers every day. And this is what I'm gonna get into for the whole fucking hour. To analyze it in every angle and just figure out what the fuck is gonna fill in the blank board. At the same time, maybe I'll be able to start filling in the blackboard, but I'm not sure. A good way to do this is to treat Greyboard as such. I will oh man, maybe I'll just redraw, but I would rather use layers and copy paste stuff. So I just quickly scramble and then like make a conclusion like for 10 minutes or something on the blackboard. So alright. So the way to solve every single problem right now, and again, that's where we were at. I just didn't understand. How can I say I didn't understand this? Like, I always said that when a problem is solved, it is simpler. So all you need to do to solve problems, you need to clean things up. So this is a process of cleaning. This insight came for me when Mark Passio has introduced the symbolism of math, or reintroduced the symbolism of math, which kind of takes the aspects of 1 plus 9, which is some kind of energy, or like the least amount of energy that can exist, and the thing that is nothingness, the symbolizes nothingness, which is the end of our numeral values in base 10. I don't know how to call it. And here we have a multiplication. So he says, okay, it turns into nothing. And here it turns back into 1, so nothing happened. And this is the number that has to be cleaned, while at the same time 666 add up to 9, or rather every digit 18 and then 9, which is nothingness, which is something that just, when you know what focus is, that focus is exactly the same thing as care. Focus is care. I guess I should like expand this thing a little bit. And again, I have to program this. I figure out that I'll do some 2D stuff right now. Like, right now I'm stuck so bad. And 2D is just a simpler way to look at things. It's so much more obvious when you're doing 2D stuff of what's wrong. Simpler, better, you know, great. So focus is care. Do we have care here? Where would be the care? Because it's the primary energy of everything and anything. Anything was created by care? Because care is not equal like to knowledge or anything. I don't think. That's something that so far doesn't fit anywhere. So truth is simple. Life is what? Life is a game. I would take a controller. Because you're able to control a character, a life, So that's why it's a game. It's interactive. Okay. Life and love? Is that the same thing? I don't know. But I'm gonna put a heart. Alright. To simplicity. And how would you symbolize the truth? Like a light bulb? Like an idea? Like light, obviously. So I guess we can just sun. Or it's like that. Okay, that's great. Very simple symbols so far, except for the game. Level. But I still don't know where I would put focus. The thing that it does, when you understand what reduces the focus, which I did previously, which was this board, it's distraction, it's violence, it's something that you don't want to happen, but it's happening anyways. So it's distractions. It is something that is not under your control, because otherwise it wouldn't happen. So it is always violent. The distractions are always violent. Because they reduce your focus, and that's it. That is the main thing. Distractions. If you get rid of all the distractions, which what people are trying to do really hardly when making things, it's a tough process. It's a process of caring and focusing on a project, of creating. So I would say the same as create, of bringing value, of increasing something. So if you take this concept again, the care would not exist here at all. It just would be an engine that flows through all of these chains. So care is something that just is outside of the system, but is the primary energy of how the system works. Again, when I come back to human brain, and I would say like, yeah, that's exactly how this works. Like, what the brain cares about is gonna send signals to that thing. Easy, right? That's fucking easy. Oh, we solved the math already? So what is addition and multiplication? If you multiply, and it's a multiplication. Depends on which is in focus right now. Because you multiply anything with 9, you turn it into nothingness. So you probably destroy it. You defocus it, right? That's what it means, right? If it's a distraction if you talk about focus. Is destruction if you talk about creation. Okay. Destroy. This is what distracts the creation, is destruction. And it's all about value. Everything is about value. If you understand what the definition of value is, that's it. That's all you need to know. You will understand how to solve the problem. Just by clearing things up is the best way to go. This is one of the reasons why, before getting into conversation with this person, I said, the words, I don't like words. I don't like words anymore. I was messaging with this guy, but then I just realized, like, words are so fucking horrible in doing anything, and I completely realized when I did the cam chat, I call it. Cam chat. You wanna do the cam chat? Because it's the best the technology can offer, so why aren't we using that? It's beyond my understanding sometimes. It's like, why do you read books? Why do you read articles on the internet? There are videos dedicated to things that you care about. For sure, right now, at this point, it's beyond me. But definitions, I don't think definitions has been touched on instead of these like big chunks of, you know, what on earth is happening. Definitions. Let's check. Definition of sexy. Insanity. Yeah. These are big things. These are pretty big things that just are not here in a kind of one channel that tries to just give out to people definitions of everything. Just clean things up, man. Ask questions. What is it? Because you don't know, you're not sure. Why are you not sure? Because you've been distracted from the truth to learn the truth. Or you just didn't care enough at that point, but you just be curious and, you know, you get the value by asking why, by caring. The why destroys evil. This one question, if you know how to use it, because it's very interesting. Every time you fighting against evil or whatever, if you ask why, the evil sheds. And I kind of got that from my friend. He was shedding himself as I was fighting against him. But once I let my guard down, because he always had the guard up. Like at the very beginning of the conversation, I said, Okay, let's put the guard down. Let's say, okay, I forgive you, you forgive me. But we're gonna have this conversation, right? He said, sure, which means he did not let the guard down. This word sure is like, sure. It's very sarcastic, by the way. That's what I mean. So I automatically let my guard down because I'm either gonna attack or I'm gonna be trying to understand what a person attacking me. But I did not had very nice, very well, or I wasn't well prepared to take back the attack, because I always take it, you know. I take criticism, but sometimes criticism is just plainly not there. It's just garbage. If there's no argument, if there's no value in what another person is saying, then they're just throwing shit at you and hope that you get affected by that. Otherwise, if you throw genuine concern, slowly they will shed their armor, because you are attacking them, and they're actually defending, and they have to defend themselves, because they hate themselves that much. But it's not that you're attacking the person, attacking the evil that he's trying to hide, but, you know, it's nothingness, so it gets easily destroyed. But again, you can care to destroy and create more chaos and less energy, but it takes multiplication, not addition. It takes like, what is it, right? It's a lot more than addition, seems to me. Subtraction also is not like a bad thing, energy-wise. You just take energy out, you will put it somewhere else. There's not... What if we divide evil by itself? We get 1 back. So we can actually... This is what cleaning is. This is the cleaning process. But what does that mean? Because we're kind of using nothingness against itself, and we get the number 1 back. Oh, thank God. So this is the solution, right? We're actually simplifying. We're actually dividing. By 9 exactly. Yeah, that's pretty complicated to see what's happening here. How can we take nothingness divided against itself? I can certainly tell it's like destruction, right, as well. It's pretty complicated. You take energy and you multiply or surround it by nothingness, which means you take something like that and you surround it by nothingness. So that would be the 1, although that would be 8. In total that is 9, so that's fine. If you took 2, but energies cannot like exist like totally added together. But the nothingness can exist around the energies. So all you do is just clean it off. You eliminate the nothing. So when you're dividing, you're actually subtracting by 8. Right? That's the actual process. Like, in actuality, like, division is not actually division. So that's interesting, isn't it? If I divide 3 by 3, I actually am subtracting 2. If I cannot subtract... Wait. If I cannot take 3... What? No. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna relearn math. Okay, we divided by 2, we get 2.5. We need to get that. The way we do it, with C5, okay, that's distractions. Okay. Oh, the curse words too. They're shit. They're meaningless. Sometimes, when I say it's fucking great, I'm trying to amplify stuff, but besides that, it's just throwing shit for no reason. No reason, right? You ask why, they give nothing, that is pure evil, and just poop, you know? One cool thing that might resonate with this is the droplet. The only way the droplet actually works is within the droplet there has to be some kind of particle of dirt, usually. That's the way the droplets are formed. It's kind of similar, isn't it? It's like water. We treat water as like non-value. We say, okay, this guy is saying talking water, at least in Lithuanian. I'm not sure if that's actually the case. I'm not sure if I can check it. It's talking water. Nah. Of course, I don't expect anything as well. So what are we doing here? How do we divide? Because essentially we've taken out 2.5, but what is actually happening? If we have 5, when to divide it by 2, we have to divide every single thing into 2 parts. Take out the other part. Okay. If we divide 7 by 3, we take 7, and we take 1/3 from each energy somehow, right? 1/3. And when we divide by 9, we take out 8 from each 9. That's interesting. So what if we divide 18 by 8? Well, we take 7 out of 2 9s. And then we're still left over. We're gonna take that away. Okay, it's fucking complicated. There's a clear result, obviously. It's 9 divided by 4. Okay, that's 2 point... whatever. 2.25 or something. How the fuck do we get that? And why should we care if it's not divisible? What happens if something is not divisible? Like I'm trying to divide it by 4. It take 4 here, take 4 here, I crumple it down into an energy. And yeah, if something is not divisible, you actually have to put extra care, especially when you are dividing this piece of shit. You have to redivide it, and then you have a point, and then 25 out of this little thing. Well, this is what divided. So you're actually doing a search kind of engine, like adding until you get 4 and take it out. That's what's happening. You keep on taking out, right? That's why you keep on adding when you're multiplying. You add. You keep on adding 9s. One time, you add 1 9. I don't know if this has anything to do with the 1, though. Or how do we translate it into real life, even? It's kind of interesting. Oh, look at that, I just removed the droplet. I feel a little bit distracted right now. Yeah, but it's all cleaning process. But you have to care to clean up things. I mean, you have to like do the actions, do the division shit. Get rid of the shit. So you have to keep on searching the shit and take it out, right? Minus. But it's like -8, but once you get to... No, it's... You -9, but you have... The result is actually not a 0, but the result is for every single... How many times can you get a successful cleanup, right? So if you 9 minus 9, you get a 0. It's a successful cleanup, because 0 is like, yeah, that's a fine, that's a refined nothingness, while 9 is trash. So yeah, for every single, so if you take 18, you divide it by 2, which you're actually doing, you take the value, you take out as many 9s as possible, and these are your score, and the result is 2 because it's 1 plus 1. Simple enough, right? Simple math. I just happened to learn that while I'm 21. Alright, not in school. Okay, ignorance and empathy. The empathy is a very cool word, because it's caring. It's care for others. When can you care for others? Actually, yeah, it's a good question. When can you care for others? When you have taken care of yourself in a certain aspect. That's what it is to extend yourself and have a relationship. When you understand which aspects of you have refined, you have taken care of, and you can now take care of... Oh, come on, you piece of shit, shut the fuck up. the neighbors. Especially those who just come here. Not the ones that live here. Anyways, so care for others. So it would be me or whoever. I symbolize life with this, or consciousness. And there is someone else. Let's say the other. The subjective, sub, and objective. But the relationship is simply filling up the parts that seems to be like the most broken you can care for another person, but just simply having knowledge that they don't have, and vice versa, getting the knowledge, accepting that. That's the win-win trade. Win-win, baby. And yeah, if you want to know the definition of a relationship, you only have to understand the definition of trade. And what comes to mind when it comes to trade, and it comes to mind the money. The money. The one eye. Same deal, money is the same as focus and care and creation. Is it? Is it? What is it? Because it's something that fills our society. If you follow the money, you can figure out the power. But that's not the same thing. It's freedom. It ties more into freedom than care. You can't just throw money. But the thing is, as I was working on a factory, I realized all you do in the factory is care in a certain way. And all they reward you is money, which is... That's right? Like, for care, and that's not equals at all. It's absolutely not equals. But for care, you exchange care into power, or freedom, or even time. Time is same as money, right? Money is time. Oh man, it's like power and freedom to do stuff. Yeah. So time also is a good representation of exactly that. Because to care, yeah, you actually exchange time for time. It cancels itself out, right? But you may get more value, I guess. As a generator of value. What is a power? Power doesn't generate anything, you just get it. So you trade it out. So the same thing, right? Like value? Is that value? Is power equal value? Okay. And we're gonna approach 10-minute mark, and it's really distractive. So I have to take a pause. I'm sorry to cut this video, but it's annoying. It turns out that I cannot play Fallout while recording, or while just having recording. Even if it's paused, I can't play Fallout. Good enough. Good enough. Reason to just ignore the ignorance. Oh, you just saw some code there. Oh, beautiful. Ah, fuck. Evil is a lie. Evil is nothing. or a non-value, anti-value, it's not necessary because it's anti-value. How would you want that? I don't see any other way to do it. Rip value off someone else, even though it's much more valuable to not to do so. You know, that's what happens with evil people. They just want to rip value from where they will not be able to get more value out of that. It's just gonna suck it up, the empathy, all the other stuff, because they don't have it, right? They cannot care for others, and that's when you can care for others, when you are full about specific thing, have gotten the insight. Oh, is it Kripparrian? I'm subscribed to Kripparrian, that's right. Yeah. What? That's nice. Alrighty then. Are we done here? Are we done understanding the ignorance that is cleaning up process? We just have to make things clear. Yeah. It's very interesting, isn't it? It's like, oh, that's all you need to do. You just have to ask questions. Where is the value? That's what why means. Like, the reason, the getting into the reason is getting into this core point. Is trying to take away the 9 and successfully having made an action. The 1. This is what cleaning up looks like. This is x minus 9 is 1 point. Congratulations, you get 1 point. You got poop out of the way. And this is cleaning up process. And this is an actual equation. Pretty weird, right? This is cleaning. Wow. Okay, cleaning. Fuck. Like this, right? Cleaning. Away. Or the question why. Minus 9 is the solution to all the problems in the world. The solution is minus 9. Now that's a good introduction to a blackboard, isn't it? Oh yeah, bitch. Let's start drawing a blackboard. Let's see what happens. The solution is minus 9. How can I draw a blackboard if I expect blackboard to be like 20 minutes long and some shit like that? In 20 minutes. Oh god. The solution is, and I'm not gonna finish the solution because I just simply know that's good enough for me. So we're gonna transfer this, what the definition of relationship is. Or should I just make very small separate videos? Man, I hate that shit. But I kinda have to, right? Like definition, and definitions don't even match here. It sure is interesting to map out the brain, but when talking about definitions, you just make a definition. Sure, you can connect to the whole thing. It's much better that way. God damn it. Definition of love and life and everything. But it's a big process, man. You have to take life, you have to expand it a lot more. And even after you expand it, you can expand other concepts, and it doesn't end so easily. Okay, do not expect babies to cry inside right now. It's the worst thing ever. The lack of care, baby. The lack of care. I'm not gonna go down and just help the baby because it's not my baby. Very sad. It's not what they want from me. It's not socially acceptable, as my friend said when I was talking to me. The devil said, you know, the fucking the most evil person in the world the Satan. Socially acceptable. The system. Oh man, I hate this. Now these two words are the most fucking hated thing I ever had. But it's great because it has value. Even if you hate something, it has value. So let's say I have the statistics like that, and the statistics like that. So you can build up a person or you can bring it down with evil, because you're full of shit. And that's good. And that is value, right? Value. Very cool word, right? This value. This is what should symbolize value. The V and A. Bam connected. I'll use that. There you go. And that's what relationship is. It's just trade. Win-win, baby. It's empathy. The ability to care for others. The ability to trade is the same thing. It's totally different from ability to steal, which kind of is, you know, put on along with the trade. If you can figure out when a person is trading or stealing from you, that's when the world is in problem. That's when it's very complicated. When you cannot see the difference between trading and stealing, that's really bad. Only thing you have to know is that both sides have to win in order for trade for actual trade, not stealing, not violence, but trade to happen. So this is what consciousness and the outsider, the in and out. Here we go. 1 and 0, baby. 1 and 0. So beautiful, isn't it? The whole fucking language is just beautiful. It's blah. Wait. Now, Lithuanian language is garbage compared to this English that I'm using. It's so beautiful. Oh yes. Alright, how much time we have? We have 10 minutes. We only made 2 points. That's beautiful. We're really I just want to just copy and paste. But that's what I kind of have to do, right? Okay. Focus equals scare equals create and you get value in the process of such. Maybe I should change the things that I put on the video into these symbols. That would be interesting. So what takes away from focus is distractions, and from creation is destruction. This is what reduces the ability to. But destruction is kind of the opposite of creation. I would just say fine, it's just distractions that take away from this ability to get the trade going into the center. It just leaks out when going through all the crap. Because you know what happens when multiplication happens when addition happens, it just goes through, but the addition happens, right? And that's what leaks out the energy. It just kind of deviates slightly away from the thing. It waters down, right? Okay, so I have to take that. So say care and show how it turns into value. And actually give an actual equation and say that was the solution. That's how you clean stuff up. It's like 3-minute video. I'm serious. Like it's that simple. Maybe it has to be. We'll see what happens. You wanna watch a 3-minute video? Sure, whatever. Okay, so what leaks out when it happens is your value, which is a 1, adds +9. It's being moved. So the action of +9 and minus something. So, oh my god. Addition and subtraction is moving. Is the action of moving. So when you add crap, it just completely deviates from like 90 degree, right? Like 90 degree angle deviates from where it's trying to go. So I'm gonna mark 90 degrees as the evil. Symbolize evil. Why not, right? That's a 90 degrees, baby. That's what happens. You focus and it just deviates. Distractions from value. Value, baby. Alright. And subtraction, division and multiplication is so we just do consecutive movings. So counting moving once, counting moves, or counting actual care. That's kind of what happens, right? When you divide... Wait. Yeah, what happens if you take a square root of something? Are you dividing by something? Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Care. But how does that translate into clearing, cleaning, asking the question why? That's another form of care. Moving is also the count of moves, the work. So this is just moving, which is just a singular process. While the whole division is work, is a process of work, of making moves. Making correct moves. And what is the most powerful move you can make? Is -9. The most powerful move. Not +9. So it's actually like the opposite. So +9 is evil and -9 is good. And we're out of time, so this has to stick. Cleaning, baby. So I'll just recopy that and whatnot. It's good blackboard, baby. Alright. Bye, guys.